Okay, Easy Burn Easy here, back with Breath of Fire, and... Oh. Who has been released? Do I just follow him? Oh, this is a dungeon on its own. I guess we're just supposed to slowly open some stuff. Goals. I believe these are new enemies. Okay, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I prefer getting games physically than over digital games. Like I actually have like a couple reasons why I prefer physical over digital. One is just in case something goes wrong with the console and I have to get a new console just in case. And now I have like my physical games. Because here's the thing. I know that with Nintendo, if you have more than one 3DS, like if you have more than one 3DS or more than one Switch, you can't have consoles share the same account name. Like, oh, that one just went back up, didn't it? Like, I know that you can't have more than one Nintendo console that shares the same account, so if something like goes wrong with your like Nintendo Switch, you're pretty much lost everything that was on that Switch. Like, you lose a Switch, you lose everything that was on that Switch. You can't, get another Switch, and any purchases you got on that Switch, on that previous Switch, is like gone, and you can't put that on a new Switch. I say this because I once had a 3DS for like 8 years until one day the SD card could not be read. Had to have a drink of water there. And I sent it to get repaired, only for them to tell me, like, well, we have to start off new, like fresh and new. And I'm like, well, I don't want that. Can you at least try to save my 3DS? And the next thing you know, I got, like, when they tried saving, when they tried saving my SD card reader on the 3DS, the next thing you know, I got a notification telling me that my 3DS was broken beyond repair. Now, I have 2 more 3DSs. Like, I have a 20th anniversary of, like, a Pokemon 20th anniversary 3DS edition. Like, that's why I have. And I have a 2DS that I bought because it was cheaper than a 3DS. But yeah, the digital games that was on like that 3DS I had for like 8 years, that's just gone. There's no getting back those digital purchases. So, like, that's one of the reasons why I have, like... That's one of the reasons why I prefer physical over digital. Like, what if something goes wrong with the PlayStation 4 I have, or the Nintendo Switch I have, and I just lose the digital purchases? But, like, there's a second reason why I prefer physical over digital, and it's because It's a new enemy? Pincher X, okay. The other reason why I prefer physical over digital is because when you have a physical game, it doesn't take up space on your game console. Like, the only thing that takes up space is the saves, like the save. Like, all the game information is like on a physical disc or a card in the Switch's case. Like a cartridge for, like, in the Switch's case. So the only thing that takes up space if you have a physical game is, you know, if you have a physical game, the only thing that takes up space in the console is just the save. But with a digital game, like, if you purchase the game digitally, it's all that game information and the save, and it just takes up space on the system. Now, the thing is, I have little space on the Nintendo Switch, so I was like, okay, I have to get a bigger SD card. It's something I've mentioned was that I purchased a micro SD card that was like over 500 gigabytes. I have it right here next to me. It's 512 gigabytes. Right now, there's a 64 gigabyte SD card in my Switch, so 512 gigabytes is like 8 times the size. Maybe I should close the window. I get the feeling there's like this bad air coming out from outside, and I don't know what it is. But yeah, I just go ahead and close the window. But so what is? I purchased SD card that's like 512 gigabytes. I wonder what that did. So I bought a 512 gigabyte SD card, micro SD card, so that way I could put, you know, transfer all the information from the 64 gigabyte SD card in my Switch over to the 512 gigabyte one. And for some reason, when I was trying to transfer files, like I was using the same method when I was transferring files from like one micro SD card to another SD card from like the 3DS. I would just create a folder on my laptop, transfer the information transfer the information from the SD card into a folder on my laptop, and then I'll transfer all that information to a bigger SD card. So that's what I was doing. Like, I created a folder to transfer all the information from the current current Switch SD card to a folder in my PC, and then transfer it over to the 512 gigabyte. Something I've realized was when I was transferring files from the PC folder over to the 512 gigabyte was that one of the files was corrupted, and I'm like, why is that the case? And the thing is, like, okay, maybe I'll ignore it and just, if it's any lost files, I'll just re-download some games onto this SD card. When I had the 512 gigabyte SD card in the Switch, I had this like error in the Switch. So it's like, oh, the SD card is not right or something. So I'm like, I guess I have to take out this 512 gigabyte card and put back these 64 gigabyte card. Because something I've learned about... Oh, here's a new enemy. Who are you? Ice? Really? Okay. Oh, this looks like the one eyeball boss earlier in the game. Something I've learned is that, like, the Nintendo Switch can only accept certain SD cards, and the only SD cards that the Switch can allow. Oh, Jesus Christ! The only SD card that the Switch can allow are SD cards that have this, the little wording on the micro SD card that says micro SD in those in that fancy font. It has to say it has to say micro SD in that fancy font, or else I guess the Switch won't accept it. And I took a look at the 512 gigabyte SD card I just purchased, and I noticed that it doesn't say micro SD in that fancy font on it, anywhere on it, nowhere on it. And I'm wondering, maybe that's the reason why my Switch, maybe that's why the Switch information was corrupted. And that's why the Switch won't accept the micro SD cards, because it doesn't say micro SD on the card in that fancy font. Yeah, one website is like, oh yeah, you have to be careful of those fake SD cards. You have to buy SD cards from Amazon. And I'm like, where do you think I bought this SD card from? I got it from Amazon. Yeah, it was actually pretty cheap compared to the other SD cards of its size. So maybe that was a red flag that I should have noticed, because it was like $19 for a 512 gigabyte SD card. And I thought, oh, it's pretty cheap, I should get it. But maybe there's a reason why it was cheap compared to other micro SD cards of its size, because it doesn't work properly for it wouldn't work properly for Nintendo Switch. I mean, I guess I could use it to store something else, like my private folder. God knows how much space that takes up on my PC. But it's this big complaint that I have with something on the Nintendo Switch, is that if they're going to be releasing games on, a whole bunch of games digitally on that system, and you don't want to delete old games, they should at least have, a bigger SD card in the system already. Right now, I have a 64 gigabyte SD card in my Switch, and I know for absolutely certain that was not the SD card that came with my Switch. I could have sworn it was a smaller size, 32 gigabytes. There should be more, if you're gonna have, your Nintendo Switch be filled with all these digital games, then at least put, a bigger SD card, a larger SD card. Or, an SD card with more space, so that way I wouldn't have to go for the trouble of buying an SD card with more space, because apparently 64 gigabytes is just not enough. And I went through the trouble of buying this 512 gigabyte SD card that doesn't work. I'm looking at my, I'll look at my PlayStation 4, and my PlayStation 4 has a decent amount of space. My PlayStation 4 has, what was it, 812 gigabytes of free space? I'm sure it was like 1 terabyte. Like I'm pretty certain it was like 1 terabyte, but because you don't have access to like an entire terabyte of space, you have to sell for like at least like 75% of that free space. So yeah, I know that the so yeah, I know that my PlayStation 4 has like 812 spaces of like 812 gigabytes of space for my purchases. And I guess 812 is like seems to be like 800-ish space amount of space of like 800-ish gigabytes of space on my PlayStation 4 does seem like a pretty, decent amount. Like, I don't think I'll have it completely full. Like, I only have it like almost halfway full. Most of it is like demos, I think. I don't know. But I hope there doesn't come a day where I'll just run out of space and I have no choice but to delete games. But yeah, the fact that I have to get a bigger SD card for my Nintendo Switch just shows how infuriating it is that we're moving the direction to like digital games where digital games just takes up space on your console, and they don't even bother providing more space on the console to occupy for that. Like, no, they really want you to go out of your way to buy more space for your console. It's stupid. Ow! What? How much damage? But what will be you? Oh shit! Hold on, let me grab the guide real quick. Was there supposed to be a moment where you're supposed to heal yourself before talking to her again? Because I feel like I messed that up. Oh yeah, see, the game already warned me to heal myself. Ha! Awesome! Haha! Okay, hold on. I looked in the guide. Like, I thought the move that creates like a magic shield is... Oh, I thought it was called Shield X. No, it's actually called Wall. Just WALL Wall. And that just reflects magic attacks, which I do not have at the moment. Wait, what was Hush and Dispel? Let me look real quick. Oh, okay. Oh. Let me, do a physical shield. Puka. And I saw, let's see. Let me cast Nova. Oh god, I'm not doing that much damage to her. Maybe the guy, I only took a quick glance at the, let's see. Okay, all the guy told me was like just the typical stuff. I don't have time to cast a shield. And it's really annoying. Oh, gee, she has 15,000 HP. No, shit, I didn't mean to run. Why does the fireball spell have to be like, right under Flea? Oh, jeez. Oh! I thought the battle was going to go on a bit longer. I'm pretty certain that's supposed to be an S, not an F. Like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Sarah is free, not Sarah if free. I guess that's a grammatical error. Oh, thank God. Oh, this looks suspicious. I guess it's okay. Man, this path is crazy. Oh, now I realize what the red buttons were. I just realized as soon as I touch that green button, everything will just disappear. I wonder if there's like a long way for me to take. I'm sure it's something that's not important. Ooh. Hey, you. Stop what you're doing. Oh, okay, like, for some reason... I don't know if it was, like, my computer or my emulator just... It just stopped for a second. Okay, let's fly north here. Okay, this is where we got the Doof transformation for Karn. So from here to the left. Oh. Yeah, okay, they want us to come here.
I am under the water.
Oh boy. Huh, I guess I don't have to be tested. They just straight up gave it to me. Okay, I have to fly to Camlon. Isn't it just easier just to teleport myself to Camlon and just fly from there? Wait, the guy said east, right? Not west? Yeah. They fly east to a island with a bunch of rocks. I guess that's a bunch of rocks. Oh, okay. I guess you have to find a certain weapon? Well, the other chest. I wonder if there's a way for me to get that jar there. I guess I can't get those other two chests there. I was gonna look at that guide to explain to me how to get those two other chests, but obviously I don't know how. Like, the guy's not gonna tell me. I guess I'm not gonna bother with it. Ah. Seriously, you're gonna make me go for the goddamn troll getting this goddamn chest. How the fuck? See. Oh. It's something I don't get here. I forgot you can walk through goddamn beds like this. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm like, how the fuck do I get through this goddamn bed? Not realizing you could just go through beds. See, this is the mindset you have when you play with other RPGs. Sometimes you forgot you go through beds in this game. I'm supposed to show you this what's it? Oh my god, is this... Are we just gonna go back and forth here? At this point, I might as well carry this old man over to this old lady. I have a mole person in my party. Why can't I just give it to the mole person? No, this better be worth it. Where the fuck is it? Hold on. I don't get it. I guess I could just call it a day for right now. So, if there's anyone watching, like the video, please subscribe, and have a nice day. Bye.